Hello everyone, Martin here, back with another Legacy video. So having initially, I think, somewhat written this deck off, I am back, having some fun casting Mind's Desire and Doomsday in the same deck. I think, like, the deck has some issues, but I'm also, like, willing to spend a bit more time trying to explore this space. So quickly, like, the upside of this version of Doomsday is that it can still function as a Doomsday deck that can go fast. It can still go Dark Ritual Doomsday, play Lotus Petal, Brainstorm, and win with a Consider pile. But it can also play a more sort of waiting game where it wins with Mind's Desire and kind of ignores its own, like, its life total. And I think one of the biggest predators or issues to work out is like the blue black scam slash Death's Shadow deck. And I've tried to address that by having like Dothy Voidwalker to shut off their troll be a meaningful like source of damage and an extra copy of Tendrils, because that deck does sort of go like tend to play with its own life total. And then we have some green cards to sort of try and work against the discard slew and like the bowmasters. Um, like I have a couple of copies of Shouldered, which can be good, but isn't consistently good versus those types of decks. But is also like a meaningful hit off of Desire, that kind of thing. And yeah, I think the ground is pretty well shored up versus Reanimator with the Spell Bomb and the two Dothies and three Force of Negations and all like Veil Summers. And yeah, let's go see how this plays out. Okay, on the play for round number one, let's see what we get. Oof, that's a tempting hand. I think I'm just gonna jam, honestly. I'm never like super excited or like super comfortable going turn one Doomsday in the blind. Because I don't know if I'm like building a pile that has to play around a Blood Moon or a Chalice for one or whatever. But let's hope it's not Blood Moon. Let's get some cyclers. Let's get Thassa. Let's maybe get a land to fetch with the Misty Rainforest. So we have no blue card for force. But I think I like this. So basically, I'm gonna put the Underground Sea on the bottom, and then the Cavern, then Thassa, because this lets us like just go for it next turn in case we feel like that's like a preferable place to be at. If we had put Thassa on the bottom, then that plays around discard better. Oh, okay. So opponent concedes. I have absolutely no idea. This username, Magic Dads. I got like Blood Moon vibes from that for some reason, but I could be completely wrong. Like Moon Stompy. So should I board like that? That seems a little bit risky. But I really don't know what I'm doing here in terms of the sideboard. Maybe like a couple of Shieldreds just to have a little bit of a pivot. And maybe like cut the Veil of Summer. Cut a Daze on the draw. I don't know. I mean, let's try this. Might not work at all, but when in the dark, try this out. Okay. I mean, this is not great, but not terrible. We have game against Blood Moon. This Chromox is actually like having a persistent colored source under a Blood Moon in the shape of Chromox is actually kind of good. But I mean, this hand is a little bit, nothingy. Sort of hand that is maybe interesting if we draw a Mind's Desire, but it needs a couple of turns to sort of to get set up. Okay, that doesn't scream Blood Moon to me. Instead, we're getting griefed here. Okay. Let's see what they go for. I mean, the Brainstorm is obviously the best card in this hand, but like if they have to do something that taps them out next turn, then taking the days makes sense. Beginning to feel like I completely mis-sideboarded here. I think we're either up against, it could be like one of three decks. It's Black Red Reanimator. It's like mono black mid range stompy, whatever you want to call it, with like oppo agents and Dothies and whatever. Or I suppose it's like it's blue black scam with that just naturally drew its one of Brainstorm, or sorry, basic swamp. I mean, and they took my Brainstorm. Okay, and no immediate follow up. Okay, let's just make a land drop here. Wow, opponent passing. That's so interesting. I get a consider here. I think maybe I cast it. Okay, Dark Ritual can go into the graveyard. Mind's Desire. Okay, an opponent has F6, it feels like. So, is there a play here? It would involve dazing something to replay the trop. Let's say that we cast the we cast the Chrome Box Imprinting Cabal Ritual and daze that. But no, we kind of need that actually. I think I have to wait a turn here. So let's hope we don't get discarded. All right. I mean, so how about if I cast Chrome Mox and I imprint Cabal Writ, and then I cast Cabal Writ, and so I have 3/4. I don't think I have. I don't have a days play here because that would involve me paying for the days. So let's just. Is that true though? Maybe there was some other way I could have played that. Like if there was a way to get threshold here, but even like with the pedal, we're not really close. Okay, so gonna cast a second Cabal Writ. This is only a Desire for 4, which is not amazing. Oh, actually, hang on. So this is where I daze, right? Because I can still replay the land. Oh yeah. Never mind. Got there, and I shall pay for this daze. So we got one more storm. This is not a guaranteed anything, but let's see. Sorry for 6. Okay, Lotus Petal. Dark Petition. Alright, cool. Thoughtseize. Land. That's not great. Ponder. Like any ritual here gets us there, I think. Okay, we got Force of Will. So, I mean, we can Dark Petition. Oh, yeah, never mind. Dark Petition has a Spell Mastery. Never mind. So I just get the Tendrils, right? Is that enough? So Ponder restores 7. Thoughtseize 8. Yeah, plenty. I mean, let's start with the Thoughtseize. Yeah, I forgot that. Okay, so it is the thing. Interesting that they didn't reanimate their grief. Okay, so yeah, for some reason I forgot that Dark Petition yields the 3 black because of Spell Mastery, and I was thinking like I need to also hit a ritual because I'm gonna get the Tendrils with this. So we cast this. We get Tendrils of Agony, and we have you dead for Xaxes. We even have a Force of Will if we needed it. All right, cool. Off to a winning start. Excellent. All right, on the draw here, I think I need to mulligan this. If I get like my Ponder Thoughtseize, this hand is like pretty bad. Okay, let's try this. Let's send away Cavern, I think. Actually, though, Cavern is pretty appealing. Let's send away the Polluted Delta. I think Cavern is appealing if we resolve the turn 1 Doomsday. Actually, let's ponder here. Yeah, we got everything we could have asked for here. This lets us both Thoughtseize and Doomsday next turn. Okay, and they brainstorm. Strong brainstorm with a fetch land. What is this artwork? Some kind of bear wolf and lightning? Well, probably some IP I don't know about. Alright, so Prismatic Vista makes me think it's like that it is a, what do you call it? Like a control deck here. I'm going to start out with the Dark Ritual. Something like the trades 1-for-1 here would be fairly annoying, like a Minor Misstep or a Spell Pierce. Oh, never mind. It's a Plains. What an interesting decision. Okay, so... Ooh. Hello, main deck Blood Moon. And next turn they get to Narset, which is strong. So I think we have to take the Blood Moon here, which we obviously we can beat it. We have the cards in the deck that lets us beat Blood Moon, but I'm not loving what that would leave us with. We can't then play through a Cavern. So we have to work out how to beat Narset, which is doable. Okay, I'm gonna save both my Petal and, at least for now, save the Cavern. They have 5 cards. Wait, what? They conceded. What's going on? Okay. Well, I mean, I'll take it, obviously, but that wasn't, seemed like a premature concession. Maybe they thought I was gonna go for, like, Beseech the Mirror, and do, like, a deterministic kill. Alright, so we're actually pretty cold to Blood Moon, but our opponent didn't see green. Our opponent may not think to keep in Swords to Plowshares, so I'm not completely opposed to Shouldered. But like that, a problem here is like boarding in this many cards. There just isn't that much to bring out. Like if I board out 2 copies of Daze, I almost can't board out any more blue cards. Maybe consider, because we're down to 18 blue cards, which is just about a bit short of what you need to support Force of Will. I think we can cut a Chrome Box and a Cabal Writ, seeing as we're bringing the 2 carpets. And maybe like Dark Petition isn't that interesting. A card to be stuck with, like versus a Flusterstorm type of deck. Yeah. I could see a world where I bring in the second copy of Tendrils and just try to go for a natural Tendrils kill, but yeah, for now, I think this is fine. Oh, wow. Opponent... Okay. I'm sorry. You're getting shortchanged here. I mean, I'll take it, but I'm not going to record that as an actual win. All right. Off to round number 3. On the draw for round number 3, yeah, this is a serviceable hand of legacy cards. Let's hope we don't get wrecked by a turn 1 prison piece. Or a turn 1 getcha, you're dead. Uh-oh. Looks like the latter is looking likely. Let's see what gets imprinted here. Thoughtseize. Okay. It's like oops all spells. Or something along those lines. Yeah. Okay. Do they also have the spirit guide? Oh, wow. That's sick. Wonder if their last card in hand is like Pact of Negation. Alright, let's have a look at their deck. There are the 4 Narcomoebas. What's here? Pact of Negation, Pact of Negation. There are 3 Pacts of Negation here. Get out. Where's the dress down? Not dress down. What am I talking about? What was the reanimate spell? I'm blanking on the name. Looks like. Am I just not? Oh, there's a reanimate. Is that new that they're playing that? I'm thinking about the regular one, the one that where you flash it back by sacking 3 creatures. How many Cabal therapies? I actually don't see any Cabal. Oh no, wait, there is one Cabal therapy. Only one though. All right, I'm gonna let them. You know, if they target me, I'm gonna concede. But if they don't target me, if they target themselves, then that's a piece of information. Why am I blanking on that reanimation spell name? All right, they are targeting me. I'm gonna concede. Okay, so what do we bring in here? The Nihil Spellbomb, the Dothy Voidwalkers, potentially the Veils of Summer, and the Fawns. Don't really think there's anything else we need. I think we can cut the Cavern. I think we can cut the Fast Win with Doomsday. Need to cut quite a bit more. Let's cut some Cyclers, even though that is a little bit unnerving. Cut a Chromox maybe. And like what else? What else? Maybe I cut the 2 Dazes. That might seem silly, considering, you know, what we're up against here, but like they do play Spirit Guide, and often mana, like they are able to play around a single Daze pretty easily. Dread Return is the name of the card. I just couldn't work out. All right, I'll keep this. Turn 1 Dothy Voidwalker. I am not gonna complain, and we have like double. Well, not double quite. We have force backup. So I suppose it's not unreasonable for a deck like Oops to pivot into something that doesn't utilize the graveyard. I might be mistaken, but I think like at least at some point, Goblin Charbelcher was a card they would board into. I also seem to remember like Dark Depths being a thing. That might have been for just a hot minute. Okay, put them against the 6. And they are in the predicament that I was in round 1. Like they don't know what we're playing. Okay, there's a Leyline of Sanctity. That's good to know about. Okay. Underground Sea, play Lotus Petal, and can you beat a Dothy Voidwalker? This means we can't Tendrils them out, which is something to keep in mind. It may just be that this Dothy Voidwalker just goes like Delver of Secrets mode for 7 turns and we win. Who knows? Alright, they concede. Guess they worked out they didn't have an out for that. So does anything change here? Like Leyline of Sanctity makes me less enthused about playing Thoughtseize. Though I don't know if, like, now that they know what we're doing, nah, they have to, like, expect that the ley lines are good. So we board in the 2 days. Worse interaction, but still fine. I played this list, but without the green splash a little bit, just for funsies, and ended up like I put in Leyline of Sanctity instead of Veil as a way to just have a shot versus the blue-black decks, and it just didn't feel very good. But yeah, we'll see. Okay, opponent mulligans to 6. I'm going to keep this this force of will, force of negation hand. They mulligan to 5. You'll love to see it. Mulligans to 4. Okay, that's rough. If there's a deck that can actually do something from 4, it's probably this deck, but through a force of will, that seems unlikely. What would it entail? Like a petal, a dark ritual, Undercity Informant, and Pact, but then you still need, like, you're 1 mana short. Wow. Shocking, or bolting that in. Okay, Thoughtseize. I have redundancy. Do you take the Ponder here? Or I think you take one of the force effects, right? And just hope that you have, like, you draw another discard spell or a disruption piece, and are able to go off. Like, taking the Ponder makes this hand, like, worse in a proactive way, but I think makes it less likely that you'll be able to go off yourself. That would be my take on things. Okay, they do take the Ponder and pass. Alright. Well, I mean, one more discard spell, and they are through having to play through force. Interesting. What's this? Undercity Informant. Well, I mean, I obviously have to force this. And only a force of the will do. And it cost them a spirit guide. So now they're just hoping they can rebuild faster, I think. Okay. I mean, I'd love to draw any blue spell almost. Like Mind's Desire would be great. Alternatively, a Dothy Voidwalker or like the Nihil Spellbomb is also pretty good. Oh, come on, not like this. God damn it. Drawn 3 consecutive mana sources. A ritual and a dude, and they win right now. Okay. Tap land does not indicate a win. Come on. Something. Anything. Okay, I'll take a brainstorm. Thank you very much. And I suppose I cannot complain about this, so tell you what, do I play out the pedal here? If I play out the pedal, no, they can't both discard me next turn and go off, I don't think. Because if I played out the pedal and then they Thoughtseize me, I can just let them take, like, I suppose they would take the force then, it doesn't matter. Because if they take brainstorm, I can still, like, ritual out a force. Summoner's Pact, sure, okay. So I think this means we win, because now they have to pay for the pact. So we got there 1 turn before they got there. That's on a Malta 4, and they almost beat us. That's pretty impressive. Yep. All right, GG's off to a 3-0 start, even though these have been weird games, and including one round that was sort of a non-game, but we'll take it. Let's go for round number 4. Round 4 on the play. What does this hand do? This hand disrupts the opponent and nothing else, really. Thassa, our only card to pitch
to the force. I think I'm actually gonna mulligan this. Like if the edge or... Oh, this is even worse. No lands. Oh, bummer. Yeah, I think this is a mulligan too. If I were on the draw, like the draw step plus the Street Wraith, maybe something I'd be up for. Oh, come on. Well, down to 4, I guess. Yep. Keep bottom Thassa, bottom Cavern. I think honestly bottom Force of Will, and hope to get some value out of this Veil of Summer, like accrue some of that card disadvantage. But this is crazy. I'm not gonna ponder yet. I want to keep open the Veil. Okay. A daze. That's okay. I'm gonna ponder now. I want to see Dark Ritual and Doomsday here. Ha! Oh, oh my goodness. Okay. I'm going to actually draw the Doomsday in case I have to fetch. Wow. That was one of those ponders, huh? Well, let's see. A lot of things can go wrong here. A wasteland means we only have days for protection. If they thought seizes, we have to blow the veil and lose the dark ritual. Okay, well that's volcanic. Lorien revealed. Okay, volcanic island into Lorien revealed. Cycling for Trop. This is probably like a four color deck. Come on, tap out. Okay, no tappy outy. I still think we go for this, like in no uncertain terms. I think I don't show them the Trop yet. If they end up not like if they end up letting Doomsday resolve here, then we can work around that, putting in a land to fetch, just make it the pile of card shorter. Okay, so there's a brainstorm. So somehow looking like we're going to get to resolve Doomsday, but let's see. Like double force gets us. Eventually I do kind of want to daze, or not daze, sorry. Fetch, but I'm also worried about like double daze gets me if I fetch. So I think this looks like they like Hail Mary brainstormed twice. They brainstormed, and then like brainstormed again to see one card deeper. So, no, let's just let Doomsday resolve here. Okay. So we want the tropical island. We want Cavern of Souls. We want Thassa's Oracle. And we want Street Wraith. And Edge of Autumn, I think. So how does this work? So we draw the Edge of Autumn, edge into Street Wraith, into Thassa. And then like if we can... I think we have to pass twice here unless something great happens, but... Yeah, let's just do this. If I end up veiling on their turn, then it's somewhat annoying because then the deck is shuffled. And if I end up with the two cyclers not in the top 3 cards, then I'll end up not being hellbent kind of thing. But yeah, we'll take it. I don't think there is a risk of discard here, but you never know. Okay, there's Ancient Tomb. So this show and tell, huh? Okay, so this is show and tell. I think I'm going to get the land here, and I'm going to cast Veil of Summer, but it's not looking good now. Basically, if Oracle, so basically Cavern of Souls has to be the bottom card, or the second to bottom card with Oracle on top. Let's cycle this. We draw Thassa or Edge. Oh, we don't. Fuck. Well, so what we can do here is hope they have like sneak attack, and that like dazing them is going tapping them out of the Volk is gonna sort of be decisive. So I'm gonna this resolves now, and if they have Omniscience, we probably lose. Okay. They have Atraxa, which means I think we win, but let's see. What would they need? No, they made their land drop. I don't think. And we draw either Edge, which cycles into Thassa, or we draw Thassa, and they would need removal, which I'm sort of guessing they don't play. So can we see what they reveal here? No. Okay, 10 cards entered the revealed zone. Omniscience, Mountain, Show and Tell. So seeing as they already made their land drop and they didn't like hit a petal or anything, they would need like 2 petals in their hand, then hit the petal now, and then like Show and Tell, I guess putting in Omniscience and another Atraxa, then hit Emrakul or something like that. So I think we're good. But let's have a look. So they put Ponder, Mountain, Force of Will, Atraxa, and Omniscience. Okay. Alright, cool beans. Let's cycle this. And we choose Merfolk, the merriest of folk. And did we just win a game off of a mulligan to 4? Yikes, that is crazy. Alright, cool. Sneak and show, huh? With green. Now, green very likely means Veil of Summer. So there's that. So I think we want Sheoldred, because Sheoldred is good versus like blue-based combo decks. We want the force. We may want the Forces of Negation. I'm actually not completely convinced about that. I think at least one more Veil, but probably both would be good. And then there is Carpet of Flowers, but this is like a basic Mountain Ancient Tomb deck as well as a Volcanic Island basic island deck. Maybe one Carpet, I'm not sure. And like on the face of it, like having all, like Force of Negation is probably great, and I think I probably do want them, but it is just a lot of that effect. I think I'm honestly tempted to not. No, we want Thoughtseize, don't we? Yeah. All right. Well, let's cut what we can cut. We want to cut the LED and the Consider because we don't want to try to go off without being able to protect our hand. I think I probably cut the Cyclers. And I can cut the Chrome Mox and 1 Cabal Ritual. I think I cut Dark Petition and Lorien Revealed because I'm bringing in Sheoldreds as good things to hit off of a Mind's Desire. And then it's like 2 more cards. Maybe like 2 Veil of Summer is enough. And maybe like 6 force effects are enough. I don't know. I'm gonna try this. Maybe dumb, but I still want to have enough gas for Mind's Desire, and yeah, we really have to be mindful of Veil of Summer. That is definitely a card in their deck, I'm sure. I think I keep this hand. I'm a little bit worried about green mana go. Both because, like, do I then Thoughtseize to try and rip off the Band-Aid? Oh, mulligan to 5. Let's go. Mind you, that was how they lost their the last game. That was me mulling all the way down. So let's not be too comfortable here. But yeah, there we go. Okay, carpet, sure. I think I do Thoughtseize here unless they plump down a pedal. It's annoying to give them a mana, but then again, it's also kind of annoying for them to lose the best of their last 3 cards. Yeah, I think probably just sneak attack here. We take that. Okay, they drew a land, sure. Okay. So what does one more land give me? One more land gives me Storm 3, like 3 copies of Mind's Desire, which is not a lot. I think maybe I Thoughtseize again here, and I take. Do I take Atraxa? I think I take Atraxa. This like means they like drawing an enabler doesn't do it for them. They could draw lands or red spells, and they draw lands. So we know right now there is no force of will in our immediate future. Question is, do I go for it here if I draw another land? Well, I don't, so we don't know. Okay, wow, all the lands. Now they can hardcast force. Okay, so there's Petal. So I think we wait 1 turn. I would love to draw like another like ritual effect. Okay, wow, all the lands. So we can get like 4 or 5 cards into our graveyard before we cast, make that 6, before we cast Cabal Ritual. So, does this change anything? No, I think I pass one more time. This is only like 4 copies of Desire. I would love one more. Okay, so now they have 2 cards in hand that potentially do something here. Yeah, I think I will start with a Ponder. Why don't we take the Lotus Petal here? If they force of will either of my rituals, that's really annoying. But do you really do that if you're them? Oh, hang on. No, I think it's fine. I think they're more incentivized to force a Cabal Ritual if it has Threshold. Mind you, if they force here, then we kind of just have to pass. Okay, they didn't. Oh, please force this. Yes! They see the Mind's Desire writing on the wall here. They don't. Or wait. Okay, no, they're fetching. Yeah. Alright, my Petal is countered. Let's hope they don't have Daze here as their last card. Great. Okay, so we just bought an extra copy of Storm here. So let's hope that 7 copies of MD is good enough. Alright. Well, there's Doomsday. And a Force of Will, that's nice. Carpet of Flowers. Carpet of Flowers almost gets us the Tendrils. Second copy of Doomsday. I made my land drop, yeah. What was that? That was another land. Okay, last copy. Thassa's Oracle. Um, That's actually really awkward. That's actually incredibly awkward. Wow. Because I already made my land drop. Did we? I just established that, I believe. That was here. Neville shoot. Oh no, wait, hang on. Neville shoot turn 6. I cast Ponder. I shuffled. I activated Blue Delta. Oh no, I didn't. I can make a land drop here. So that's good, right? I make a land drop, and then I cast Carpet of Flowers for free, and then I have 4 mana for Tendrils. Okay, excellent. Okay, there's my land. Oh, that was like super awkward. Now, here's yeah, I'm gonna pass into the second main. And here's when I want you to sing it with me, you know? Doomsday-Desire, sneak and show is terrified. Doomsday-Desire, sneak and show is terrified. We will build storm. Alright, I'll stop singing. But there you go. Alright. Tendrils for Xaxes. And we got there. Wow, that was sweet. Mull to 4. Got there anyhow. Alright, let's go for I guess which is a trophy match. That's crazy. Next round. Right on. Opponent keeps 7. I'm on the draw here. I'm not in love with this hand. I'm actually gonna mulligan this. And I'm gonna keep. And I'll bottom a Mind's Desire. It's maybe, you know, you could argue for Edge of Autumn here, but yeah. Alright, who have we got? Another Volcanic Island strat. Oh, but this is not Sneak and Show. Yikes. Okay. I think I'm just gonna pass here. Not give them the free days surveil. Oh no, it's Grixis Delver? Okay. And they put a Brazen Borrower into the graveyard off the surveil. And they tap the Underground Sea, meaning that there's no Thoughtseas in my immediate future. And there's also no Bowmasters this turn, so this is definitely when we want to fire off this this Ponder here. And did they shuffle on their Ponder? They chose not to shuffle, so we can expect a flip Delver in our immediate future. Okay. Let's fetch Underground Sea here and cast Ponder. Like Rituals and Petals would be nice here. Not Force of Will. Let's shuffle. Dark Ritual, that's good. We're some ways off here, and a Wasteland kind of mucks us up here. Ponder, sure. No Wasteland. 3 mana. What's this? Is this like Narset or something? Oh, never mind. They just want to clear the top of their deck. And they put another creature. So they're like missing an instant here to get their DRC Delirious. Okay, there's the Deliriousness. So they choose not to shuffle, but they put on Unholy Heat, but they wisely figure out there's no creatures here. And now they know what we're drawing. We don't know. We take 6. So another land or a petal here would be, I think, what the doctor ordered. So they draw Doomsday. Or we just draw Doomsday. So I dropped to 10. I dropped to 10. Do I need the Street Wraith is what I'm wondering here. So I Cast Edge of Autumn, cycle Edge of Autumn, drawing the Brainstorm. I don't think there's a way I get around. Oh, this is annoying. Because I don't think there's a way I can do this without cycling Street Wraith. Let's say I only fetch once, I drop down to 5, and then once I cycle Street Wraith, like Edge, I cycle Edge, draw, all that good stuff there. All right, so sorry, I'm internally monologuing here, which is not ideal for a YouTube video. I think, like, the question is, is there a way I beat the pretty likely lightning bolt that's in their hand? And I don't know that there is. I don't know that there is. There is a way, I suppose, where we have more mana to play with, though. So what happens if I start off with cycling or like casting Doomsday and then see if I can get a beta force and then Veil of Summer? I don't know. I think I'm actually gonna go like this. So let's try and resolve some rituals here. I think I also cast the Cabal Ritual. There's a world where having it in my hand is better. This could also like draw out the force. Really kind of hoping they have force here. Okay, they don't. Okay, so let's say that I cycle Edge of Autumn into the Brainstorm. I cast Brainstorm, drawing Oracle, Lotus, or no. Ah, this sucks. If they have the Bolt, I think I'm just dead anyways. And if they have Force, if they've been like slow rolling me, or have some combination of Force and Daze, that might actually just like fuck me up. So I'm gonna need the Tropical Island to fetch with the Misty Rainforest, regardless. Okay. So let's just say we cycle Edge, we draw Brainstorm, we cast Brainstorm, we draw LED, Thassa, and Consider. And then what? We keep Consider, LED, we put back Thassa and Mind's Desire. But then I need to fetch first. So I screwed that up. Yeah, I think I just I inadvertently, by getting too clever, messed this up into a point where I cannot beat neither Force of Will nor Lightning Bolt. Maybe now I have to ignore the fucking Tropical Island, like the Misty Rainforest here, and just go for the Street Wraith pile. That beats Force but doesn't beat Lightning Bolt. Or I should have kept my what do you call it? I should have kept my Cabal Ritual to have another card to put back with Force or with Brainstorm. So let's say that instead of LED and Consider, I bring in some petals. And like, is there a way to get Force of Will in here? Or I guess rather the get rid of the Street Wraith. Get a Tropical. And a Force of Will. How does this work? So I cycle Edge, draw the Brainstorm. Cast Brainstorm, draw Force, Petal, Thassa. Put back Edge of Autumn and Desire. Yeah. It doesn't work. Doesn't work. So I feel like there's some line here I'm missing. So I'd be very curious to hear what y'all have to think. But regardless of whatever happens, I have to make my stand here now, because I'm dead on the next turn. So maybe it's better to play. I think we can't play around the lightning bolt. We can play around Force of Will, I think, by getting like petal here. So we cycle Edge, draw Brainstorm. We fetch. No, we cast Brainstorm. And then finally we fetch the Trop out. But then we're dead to a Force of Will anyways, because then we deck ourselves because of fucking Veil of Summer. Unbelievable. Yeah. Actually, hang on. Hang the heck on. Hang the heck on. How about Dark Ritual? Oh no. Oh, this is so close. We could almost like actually make a Mind's Desire here. Son of a gun. There's just no way I can work this out. Okay, hang on. So, Brainstorm. Oh no, I just messed it up again. Oh, my opponent is going to hate me. I'm sorry, opponent. So, I cycle Edge, draw Brainstorm, cast Brainstorm, then I draw Dark Ritual. There is just no. Dear viewers, dear Doomsday fans, I sincerely apologize for this mess. I'm getting to a point where I'm like I've run myself in circles long enough that I'm kind of losing track here. Okay, so I think I'm back to trying to play around Force of Will and not Lightning Bolt. So I'm gonna cycle Edge into Street Wraith, cycle Street Wraith into Thassa, have Trop as my bottom card, and then I suppose draw when they try to force. I'll Edge. Oh, sorry, I'll Veil, and I guess we can hide this. So Street Wraith into Thassa, fetch Veil, and that's it. Yeah. And these cards are just blanks, the Petal and the Cavern. I'm not even sure why there's a Petal here. Let's do it. Opponent, if you're watching this, I'm really sorry that I ended up tanking this long. It's unacceptable. Oops. Yeah, no, like this. And we shall know soon enough if they have the Bolt, in which case, who cares about all the time I spent? And I mean, they're 16 cards in. It would sort of stand to reason What the hell am I even doing here? I'm not even playing around force. Oh my god. Oh my god, you must be so tired of me. Yeah. I'm playing around days. Hey, there's that. Okay. Which one in a thousand different ways have you gotten me beat here? Yeah, they had the force. Gross. Okay. All right. Let's regroup here. Let's recover. That was extremely ugly. Ugh. Okay. We want the carpet, we want the veil, we want the extra trop, we want the shouldreds, and I think that's it. We may or may not be interested in more copies of Tendrils, but I don't think we are. So let's cut. I was gonna say let's do. I mean, do we even want the Doomsday package here, or do we go into being like we could bring in the Dothies, the extra copies of Tendrils, and just be like a Demir Storm deck or Bug Storm deck that's not trying to deal itself a lot of damage. Let's consider, cut LED, cut Thassa. We're down to 19 blue cards. Not even sure I want Force of Will, to be honest. I think at least I'm good at cutting and cutting like a couple. Actually, no, I think I don't want the cyclers. Yeah, let's try this. Oh, oh, the humanity of what just happened. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna edit all the blank space out, but unfortunately I was like yapping along for most of it, so you would have heard. Well, you would have been dragged through a lot. All right, let's see if we can do one better here. Oh, that's a mulligan, and I'll keep this. Bottom the force, yeah. So like super clunky here, awkward with no cantrip and no more lands, but yeah, let's see. Please just don't wasteland me, huh? No wasteland one time? That's not a wasteland. Good, 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 good. Land. No! Oh, come on. Come on, not like this. Well, I wonder if the Delver player is going to wasteland the combo opponent who just missed their land drop. Oh, no. Yeah, just up the creek here. Yeah, so that sometimes happens in Legacy. Like you know, you stumble on mulligan to, was this a mulligan to 6? Yeah, and you keep a wasteland vulnerable hand, and like one wasteland can end up sort of deciding it. Well, what are the odds that this Carpet of Flowers is going to resolve through a Lotus Petal? I would say near zero. So I'm going to actually pass here and put, I think, a Thoughtseize into the graveyard rather than make that play. Um, I don't know. Maybe I'm better off putting like Veil of Summer into the graveyard there as Thoughtseize, sort of like you can Cabal Ritual into using some of that mana to Thoughtseize, but well, we had 2 of each, so if I don't draw land, then I think Veil number 2 is going to be the next one to go. I think my best draw is like a fetch land, like running fetch lands, and then like trying to resolve Carpet without getting my hand disrupted or some like catastrophic thing put into play, like I don't know. I don't know what the kids are playing these days, like Dampening Sphere, or I was gonna say Torpor Orb, but we're not a Doomsday deck anymore, so okay. The only saving grace of this current situation is that we're not like facing a flipped or delirious. Oh come on, oh, Jesus Christ. Well, this is how it ends, in ignominy.
And it's not even like the one land sets this hand off. Like not even close. Land. Okay, there's a land. So I'm gonna hope they don't have a second, like a third wasteland, and then they just like waste me and force me to fetch. Okay, so now they have a little bit more of a clock here. Taking 4. Another land, please. Eh, I'll take it. Okay, so how do we play this? I think we take the... So, if we take the trop and make green get the carpet, we then make black. Yeah, I think we try that. I mean, if they force this, I'm going to Veil of Summer off of a petal, I think. And which they could, of course, also force. Oh, would you please shut the hell up? Okay, I'm going to let them surveil. And I'm going to Veil of Summer. But of course, they have a Force of Will here, I'm sure. And also, like, I've just spent my petal. Okay, so they force. Pitching days. I mean, can't stop that. I probably cast Dark Ritual off the last petal to get this carpet through, and then probably still lose. But I don't see that I'm getting. I'm even playing this game without carpet in play. Do you have like another piece of interaction? I mean, if they do it, then it's just fire it off. Doesn't matter, right? I mean, you've expended my resources to such a point that I don't suppose it matters. Okay. Does this resolve? Yeah, I don't think I can actually afford to Thoughtseize here. It, like, on the face of it, it doesn't set, like, take a turn off the clock. But if there is, like, a sorcery in their hand, then I don't know, I guess it would be cast next turn anyways. Yeah, fuck it, let's just Thoughtseize them. Or they have instant, they have creature. I guess they could have, like, an artifact. I guess they could have... No, they can't have days, right? They would have days before. Okay, they have Pyroblast, sure. Which they may as well get a free surveil off. Been another Pyroblast. Am I forced to take a Ponder here? Okay, so they have a land. I drop to 9. I take 4. I drop to 5. Let's just, like make pretend here. I draw a non-fetch land. I take 4 more. I go to 1. And then I draw like another non-fetch land or a petal or a dark ritual, and then I do a little mini Mind's Desire that somehow saves the day. Sure, that could happen, right? Oh, they wasteland themselves. Interesting. That's really interesting. No, I'm not going to use it. Well, if they just draw a Ponder here, I probably lose. But, giving me the option to have 2 separate colors of mana is very interesting. I'm going to pass on making mana, and I'm actually going to cast Brainstorm here. It may Brainstorm block me, and we may just lose. They've lost 2 Pyroblasts here. I'm sort of banking on the last card in their hand not being a Pyroblast. Yeah.
I mean, if I can somehow avoid getting wastelanded and them having like a ponder next turn, is there really a way? Okay, so I'm gonna put the carpet back here and pass. And actually, no, 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 no. I should play my other land. Hang on. Just no, I don't have enough. I need both blue and black here. So okay, please don't have like a lightning bolt. Also, please just don't draw anything relevant here. So much you can draw. Please just don't draw any of it. Okay, I'm down to one. Bolt kills me, obviously. Orcish Bowmaster. Okay, Delver. So I'm gonna pass here. I'm not gonna use the carpet. Instead, I'm gonna do this and hope they can't interact. Please just don't interact, please. Okay. Passing. I'm gonna get a mind. If at the very best, I'll get a Mind's Desire for 3. At the very worst, I won't get anything because they'll have like a counter spell for this. So I need to make blue and black. So let's make black. And let's make blue. Let's cast this Cabal Ritual. Just let it happen. You don't even need to think about it. Okay. Let's get the world's greatest Mind's Desire for 3. Okay, come on. Needs to be good. There was a veil. That's... Nope, that doesn't fit the bill. Cabal Ritual, no. Okay. What, like Mind's Desire? It has to be Mind's Desire. Tendrils. Okay. I mean, that doesn't really do it, but it can at least buy us some time. So let's cast all of these. Okay. Let's hope they don't have like Veil of Summer as their last card. So like, this means, like, let's just keep playing with this. If they don't flip the Delver or whatever, if we draw like Shoulder It, that would be like a very interesting draw. Okay. So they flip Delver off of a Daze. That means they're beating for 7 in the air. Or I guess 6 in the air and 1 on the ground. So I'm down to 6 after this. So Shoulder It doesn't really do it. I think like pretty much need to hit like Brainstorm into Mind's Desire into or whatever, something like that. And there's the land. Okay, GG's opponent. We made a fist of it. All right, all right, all right. 4-1. Although one of the wins was a really weird opponent conceding after game 1, so I don't really count that. So like a 3-1. All right. So honestly, I had a lot of fun playing this this league out. Maybe there are legs in this deck. I don't know. Maybe the sideboard can be fine tuned. We played against some wonky different matchups, quite combo heavy, and felt pretty good there. Got smashed by the one tempo deck we faced at the end, although I made a real giant mess of that that Doomsday pile in game number 1. I really feel like I should have. I mean, it all comes down to, do they have the bolt as well? And seeing as they didn't just bolt me as I cycled the Street Wraith, I think that means it's probably more likely they didn't have the bolt, but it's certainly not a certainty. But I think I got scared of them having bolt, and then ended up like in a situation where I would lose to either bolt or force of will, because I just didn't have the brain power to work that out. Who knows what would have happened? Would we have gotten the trophy? You never know. But game 2 was exciting, but ultimately we didn't get there. So yeah, I think this deck, it still has the issues that like you get into mana problems where like you have a finite amount of blue mana and what feels like an infinite amount of black mana at times, and you need the double blue for the Mind's Desire, which means if you also want to cast a Veil of Summer, you need at least 3 non-black spells, or not, sorry, not non-black producing mana sources, which ultimately means that it is relatively easy to mess with you with stuff like Daze and Spell Pierce. So you need to be very aware of that and try to lure your opponent into like with like the order in which you cast your spells. And I haven't really found a sweet spot. I don't think. I think like a lot of people still have Mind's Desire pretty fresh on their radar and will be like cognizant of, oh wait, so they're casting their second ritual. If I allow this to resolve, they'll have like 4 black, and they also have 2 uncorrect fetch lands. Huh. So yeah, but anyways, I hope you had fun. I certainly did, and thanks so much for watching. I'll be back with some more Legacy. Bye bye.